Smokey. Hi besties, I am going to make this video very straightforward, very simple, that when you are done watching this video, you're going to head straight into your kitchen and make jollof rice. So I thought to show how to make jollof rice from the scratch. I know I have a couple of jollof rice recipes on this channel, and I just want this to be a bit more explanatory so that you can grab it from the beginning down to the end of the cooking. So I'm going to start with, like I said, I'm going to be very fast with this. I'm going to start with the pepper mixture combination. I'm going to show you what the pepper mixture combination is, and then I will also show you the other ingredients that I use for my jollof rice. For your jollof rice to look very red and very rich, you need to start with the red local bell peppers called Tatashe. Tatashe is very important in your jollof rice, and I'm going to put the composition in the description box, so please check the description box for the ratio of everything. So for your Tatashe now, you need to deseed it. That's taking out the seed because you don't want your jollof rice or your stew base tasting bitter. So make sure that you take out all the seeds and be very generous with your red bell peppers. Okay, now we are going to go to tomatoes. Tomatoes are very important for your jollof rice. If you are cooking for in your house and you want to make jollof rice, make sure that you have enough tomatoes. I feel like onions has to be like 50%, even though we are still going to talk about the ratio. Onions has to be a lot because onions makes your food very sweet. It gives your food that sweetness that you need. Garlic, I always say there's never too much garlic, so please be very generous. You're going to blend your pepper mixture with garlic and still saute your base with garlic, your aromatics and all that. Add your garlic to the other aromatics that you'll be using for your jollof rice. This goes without saying, this is Rodo. Rodo is the peppery one, so it depends on the level of hotness you want for your jollof rice. You can either be generous with it or go low with it. I decided to go low with mine because I'm not a big fan of pepper. Now this is red chili, it's called Shombo. You need to also deseed your Shombo so that it doesn't get bitter. Okay, so you need Shombo, you need tomatoes, you need enough onions, you need pepper. It depends on the level of pepper that you want, hotness you want. Very generous with your red Tatashe. And then the other ingredients you'll be needing is your tomato paste. If I don't just want to mention brand names, but there are some particular brands that are very good for making jollof rice. You need thyme. You see these two, thyme and bay leaf, are like the most important in your jollof rice. If you are roasting your pepper mixture and you're making it for personal use, I would even advise that you roast your pepper mixture with some thyme and some bay leaf. It always gives that smoky smell or aroma, smoky aroma, even from the beginning without even cooking it. And of course, curry. Curry is important also. It is also optional. It's not every time I add curry, but if you want to add curry, please just make sure that you don't add too much so it doesn't overpower your jollof rice. Okay, then you need your seasoning. I'm using Knorr chicken seasoning for this. Of course, you need oil, you need your rice. So let's get started. So the quickest method is to boil, especially if you got your pepper mixture from the fridge or the freezer. You know it's already defrosting, and if it goes into the oven, it's going to lose the liquid and all that, so it's better for you to just boil. So we're going to boil, and while boiling I'm going to add some thyme and some bay leaf. Let's get started. I'll be going in with the tomatoes first and the onions and garlic, and then I'll add the Shombo, the Tatashe, and then I'll go in with the chili and then scotch bonnets. I would also add very little bay leaf to give it that smoky flavor. Thyme is like the secret ingredient for smoky jollof rice. So now I'll cover this, leave it on low heat, and maybe set timer for like 45 minutes to 1 hour. By that time the peppers are cooked, and then I'll blend them until very smooth. So now Your cookware for jollof rice is very, very important. I see some people say that they can use non-stick to cook jollof rice. They can use the cookware is very, very important because it will determine the end result, the taste of your jollof rice. It is very, very important. If they ever tell you that you can cook your jollof rice with non-stick pan, trust me, it's not going to come out like the jollof rice that we know about. When you're cooking and they're smelling smoky jollof from the next 4 buildings, your non-stick pan is not going to give you that. So you can either use stainless steel for your jollof rice, you can use cast iron for your jollof rice, you can use stone pots for your jollof rice, you can use clay pots for your jollof rice. This is cast iron and it is enameled cast iron and it is a pass for jollof rice. The reason why I say this is your jollof rice it needs to burn. For you to get that smoky flavor, it needs to burn, and non-stick cookwares would not let your jollof rice burn. In fact, it will just be melting the rice, and by the time you lift it, you just see one part of the jollof rice, like 2 cups already gone. But your jollof rice needs to actually burn and release steam into the each grains of the rice, and the cookwares you use will determine that. You understand? So now, while this is cooking, I'll go ahead to wash my rice and we'll be right back. So now guys, the next thing I'm going to do is take out the bay leaves. I'll take them out and then wait for the pepper mixture to cool down, and then I'll blend and prepare the jollof rice. So the next time you are seeing me is when I must have blended the pepper mixture and we head straight to cook jollof rice. I already told you that this video is going to be very, very, very fast. It will make you ginger to cook jollof rice. I'll be right back. So now guys, this is the quality of pepper mixture you should aim to get. Anything lower than this quality, I beg, go and restart the entire process again. This is the quality of pepper mixture you want to get. So now let's cook our jollof rice. So I always advise that you should start to heat your pots at least 10 minutes before you start cooking. Yes, it's one of the secrets for jollof rice too. It will already emit heat. That's why it's always advisable to use either stainless steel or cast iron, so that the heat is already trapped in the cookware, and when you want that smoky flavor, it's already on the part of it. So let's get started. My oil first. Going with onions. Add your garlic. Add your thyme. And then add your bay leaf. Now you're going to allow this, saute on extremely low heat, okay? Now, this is what you want to get, okay? Go in with your tomato paste. The tomato paste is going to cook until it starts to smell like actual stew. So the sourness of the tomato paste is gone, and starts to smell like you're making a stew. Remember to do this on low heat, okay? Now you want to go in with your pepper mixture. You can already see how rich this looks. Now everything is going to happen fast from here. So go in with your curry now. Add your seasoning. Now add your washed rice. Give it a good mix. Now the cooking is fast now because you know you already cooked the pepper mixture, so it's not going to you're not going to allow it to cook again. So once you add your pepper mixture, just add all of your spices and seasonings and add the rice, mix it together, and then go in with your goat meat stock or any other stock you want to use. I always advise to use goat meat stock because you know goat meat stock has a very deep flavor and it's going to add that extra deep flavor into your jollof rice. So I'm going in with the stock now. So for spicing and seasoning, I would advise that you go low with your seasoning first before you add your stock. You know your stock is already seasoned, so maybe you can start with adding only 2 cubes of seasoning powder or seasoning cubes. Then you will now add your stock, then taste it and see if there's a need to add salt for people that use salt, or there's a need to add more seasoning. Do you understand? So I'm just going to give this a good mix now. This is what my rice looks like now that I've added some stock. I'm going to add very little water now. This is what the rice looks like now that I've added stock. So I'm just going to add very little water. I personally don't like to cook my rice with too much water, and I feel like this one is enough. So this is basmati rice, by the way. If you are using all those very local and hard rice, please add more water, but not too much, okay? Water enough to cook the rice and steam enough to cook it further. So just very little, and then I'm good to go. Don't worry, it's gonna cook. So long as it's on low heat, you don't need too much of water. I'm using foil paper to lock in the steam. If you don't have foil paper, you can use parchment paper, or you can even use nylon, but I don't always advise nylon. So it's cooking now on low heat. So what you want to do to make sure that you cook it and you're not checking is to set your timer. Set your timer to 1 hour first, okay? On low heat. Don't open the pot, okay? Carry your face. It's not going to burn so long as it's on low heat, okay? Set your timer to 1 hour. Go and play. Go and do anything you want to do. Once your timer goes off, you come back and check on it. So after 1 hour, you can now, check it and see if it is cooking. If it is well cooked, you can now increase the heat for another 10-15 minutes so that it can be very smoky. I'll be right back. Everywhere smells really good. And this looks really, really good too. Ooh, let me show you guys. So once I mix it, I'm going to cover the pot again and increase the heat for another 5 to 10 minutes so I can get an even better smoky smell. I'm sorry, smoky effect and smoky aroma and even smoky taste. So now you can add some butter just to enhance the flavor. So I'm just going to put the butter in the middle. I cover the pot again, and this time increase the heat. So now you increase the heat, set the timer for another 10 minutes. If your body can take it, increase it to 15 minutes. But once you're done, don't open the pot, turn off the heat. Don't open the pot for another 15 to 20 minutes. Allow the smoke sit inside the rice. I know, Chef T, I'll be hungry now. Jollof rice requires patience. You have to be very patient if you want that smoky. So for party jollof rice, it's always very easy for you to get smoky effects because you are cooking it in large quantity. You are using a very big cast iron pan, and you are cooking in extremely high heat. That's why it's easier to get that smoky. But if you are cooking at home and you want that party jollof taste, you have to be very calm down. If you are hungry, or before you start to get hungry, cook your jollof rice so that when you're hungry, you can now eat it. But it requires a lot of patience. Once this is smoky, you now turn off the heat. Just go and sit down for another 20 minutes. Then later, you can now open the pot, and now your smoky jollof is ready. In fact, it's already smelling very smoky. At this point, if it is not smelling smoky, then you did something wrong. I'll be right back. Smoky. kitchen smells smoky. And just like that, your smoky jollof rice is ready. Go ahead to serve, and trust me, come back and thank me, because this recipe never ever fails. It is always a plus if you try it this way. If you did not get it, go and watch it from the beginning till you get to this point. So tell me, do you find this video helpful? Let me know in the comment section. As usual, type smoky jollof in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye. So man, come and taste it.